This is Tyler Lewis here with Phenon Hoops. Today, we have a special guest with us, Derin Saran. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course, it's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. You've absolutely blown up. You're honestly one of my favorite guards here in North Carolina, just the way you play, high basketball IQ, you run the show. When did you first fall in love with the game, and who taught you kind of the basics, the fundamentals of it?
Thank you for that. I first fell in love with the game, I'd say probably around 6 or 7. I started playing basketball at 4 years old, so it's pretty early age. But when I actually fell in love with the game was around 6 or 7, when I was like more aware of what was going on.
Yeah, I mean, 4 years old, you gotta, I mean, a lot.
Yeah.
You've been playing it for a while now. That's a good thing. So you just learning every year. What's been the hardest adjustment coming over to the States?
Being away from my family was pretty hard at first. I definitely missed them, but as time progressed, I got used to that, and definitely the style of play. It's much quicker and faster here, so I had to adjust to that too.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, the game's a lot different over here in a way, but
yeah,
the same time, the way you play the game, how smart you are, you're able to adjust easily. So, what would you say the best attribute to your game is?
I personally think my best attribute is my ability to read the game well, anticipate the player's movements at times, and just control the pace, play at my own pace. I don't let people, speed me up or slow me down. I like to play at my own pace.
No, I definitely agree with you. I think you do a great job of just like you never get sped up. And that's something that I just love about you, is because you're able not only to make plays for yourself, but you make the game easier for the other 4 players out there on the court as well. What would you say is one thing you're constantly working on, like that you need to improve to get to the next level?
Well, I definitely think I got to work on everything, but my coaches have been telling me lately just to be more aggressive on offense and just to shoot more and, be more dominant on offense.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, this past weekend, you showed that for sure. And I think without, Gus being out there, the game I saw Friday night, you did a tremendous job of just, you were extremely aggressive and you controlled the tempo, you controlled the game from the tip all the way to the end. Who would you say you model your game after?
I think I model my game after Steve Nash and Kyrie Irving, the mix of them, probably. I've heard my coaches and friends say I play like them actually too. So, and I like the way they play too. So I try to model my game after them.
For sure.
My favorite player of all time is Derrick Rose. It's a shame he got hurt. I just love to watch him. So I enjoy watching him so much.
Derrick Rose is special, especially that MVP year. Unbelievable.
Definitely.
I mean, honestly, he'd be one of the best players. In my opinion, he'd be one of the best guards / players ever if he didn't get hurt. Like, he's a special talent. He did basically anything. Those years where he was healthy was unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely.
So who put the ball, like basketball, in your hands?
My dad. So it was I went. He's the one that started me at 4 years old. He just took me to a basketball practice, and I just loved it.
You just fell in love with it, and then once you love something, you just can't put it down.
Definitely, yeah, correct. I just love the game.
So I know you talked about the transition to, the States and the basketball, but how has it been like playing with, Coach Whitmire at Asheville School and your experience up there?
Coach Whitmire is a great coach. I mean, he made the transition really easy for me. I mean, it was hard, but, he made it much more easy for me. And the style of play he plays, it's more of the European style. So it was easy adjusting to that style of play with him. And I mean, he's just overall a great coach. I'm happy to be with him.
No, he's one of the best, that's for sure. And you said, I know this is your first year ever playing travel basketball. How has that experience been?
It's definitely different. I mean, it's not a lot of set plays like I do in Asheville school. So it's more like free basketball, which I like. It's it's just like different games. I like that. I like to play sometimes free, sometimes with sets. So it's just like two different things. So I like to play both of them.
You get the best of both worlds. So
Exactly.
no, for sure. How would you describe, like, in my opinion, I think you do a great job leading the team on the court. Like, what made you from an early age or now have you became a better leader to everyone on the team?
Well, back when I was in Turkey, the European style, the point guard really like controls the team. Really, it's like the brain of the team, and they teach you from an early age that the point guard really has to make the right decisions. Whether it's off the pick and roll, which I like to use a lot. I think it's the easy way, to score the basketball, and they just really instill that mentality in you that you have to like control the team, and you make the right decisions in order to get the team buckets.
For sure. Last couple of questions. Who's been the best player you've been able to play with and the best player that you win against?
Well, the best player I play with is probably Mikey Williams. He's really good. I got to play with him one on one league, and probably played against. I played against a lot of good players. I can't think of one right now.
No, I understand. What's your most important goal for this upcoming season at Asheville School or travel basketball with 1-on-1?
Well, this summer I really want to develop my game and obviously get as much offers as I can, and I'm going to thankfully be playing with the national team this summer, and I want to be getting a good run with them too. But before college, I definitely want to win state championship at Asheville School. That's my main goal.
Yeah, I mean, especially after last year, you were projected the 1 seed coming into the tournament, losing Elite Eight, get upset. I know you're going to have a little bit of extra motivation there.
Yeah, definitely we will. We will come out strong this year.
No, I definitely, I would agree with you for sure. Well, thanks for joining me, man. I really appreciate it. I love your game. You're a really fun player to watch. You control the tempo. You do all the right things on the court. So the other 4 players on the team should love playing with you, which I think they do. And you're definitely a fun player to watch. So I really enjoy it. So keep up the great work and, keep up all the success that you're having.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure having me here. Thank you for having me here, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.